Good morning. Hope you can hear me okay. See me, all the good things. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. Siano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Just feel so blessed to be here, right? It's like another day. I'm alive. You're alive. You're here. We have this opportunity to sit down together and have this moment in time. And even though it pulls up the 5 of Wands card, and then I feel like we're supposed to pull from here too. So, let's see. 4 of Cups. So we have 4 of Cups, and then we have the 5 of Wands. All right, let's see where they're going with it. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Oyana siano tuyano kuyano suyano oyana. So they're talking about our root chakra this morning, and we're supposed to, so in our group, our free online Facebook group, we're doing, learning about the red aura, and learning to tap into that, see that, feel that, sense that, however it is that we, and just learning what that means, all of that. And so this morning they're talking about, they are connecting this with that. They're talking about the root, and that this is connecting. This morning's practice is about that, about helping us connect with that. Iana kiana siano tuyano oyana kiano oyana siano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Okay, let's do this. Iana kiano suiano tuyano oyana kiano suiano tuyano oyana. Iana kiano suiano tuyano oyana. Because they're talking about the color red and the red aura and the root, and it all being connected, it all kind of coming down, being connected into our root chakra and being grounded in that. And oyana kiano suiano tuyano oyana kiano suiano tuyano oyana kiano suiano oyana. Our heart being the center of all. Iana kiana siano tuyano kuyano suiano tuyano oyana kiano suiano oyana siano oyana. A whole energetic system. Iana kiano suiano tuyano oyana kiano oyana ana siana tiana oyana kiano oyana. It's almost like they're showing our heart center being like the center of the wagon wheel. Oyana kiano suiano tuyano kuyano oyana. Iana kiano suiano tuyano oyana kiano suiano oyana. And that iana kiano oyana siano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. So ideally wanting that our root and to be grounded, everything to be grounded in love. Just how like the other day they were really doing this connection, Iana activation with our third eye, because wanting everything, your higher chakras as well, to be connected and grounded in heart, in love and light, with that illuminates from your heart center, your heart space. And they're saying this about our lower chakras as well, starting with the root. Oyana kiona suiano tuiano oyana kana siana tiana oyana. And iana kiana suiano tuiano oyana. And having those anchored and rooted in love. Iana kiana siano tuiano oyana kiana suiano tuiano oyana. Ayana siano tuiano oyana. So they are, this morning they are, hang on. Wanting to, let me grab this. I feel like I'm going to put my little tiger's eye neck bracelet on there. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, I can do it like that. Okay, so oyana siano tuiano kuiana siano tuiano oyana kiona oyana. Okay, so they iana kiona oyana, they're wanting to Iana kiana suiana tuiana oyana siano tuiana oyana kiana suiana oyana. Okay, so they are wanting to connect all, like work on that connection with rooting into like all of our chakras. Like it's almost like tying each one into our root and then like grounding them all. It's almost like they're showing like if our chakras, our energy centers were balloons, and and they're tying them together into at the root to hold them strong and steady. Like locking them in kind of thing. It helps to keep them all from like just it helps just them all being more steady is what the word that they're using. And in line, in alignment, if we are if we have a strong root, it's like it helps hold everything else in alignment. So it's like the root, and your heart, are two very, very, very important centers here to and they're going to help us with that this morning. So this is definitely more than a reading. This is definitely a full-on activation for us that they're giving us, and I'm very grateful for that. So just closing your eyes, placing one hand over your heart center and one hand down near your root. And we are going to just allow, if this is what is for your highest good, and your team will know that and will accept. But you can always say, yes, please, thank you. So let's just let them flow and see where it all goes, right? Ayana siano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana iana 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 kiano suiano tuiano oyana. It's like they're saying, like they're clearing the path to make way. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana iana siano. It's like a preparation. Oyana kiano suiano tuiana, iana kiana siano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, iana kiana siana tiana siana tiana siana tiana siana tu, ana kiana suiano, oyana siano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano suiano tuiano oyana, iana siano tuiano oyana. Ayana siano tuiano suiano tuiano oyana kiana siana tiana suiano tuiano oyana kiana tiana ana oyana siano tuiano oyana kiana tiana ana oyana siana tiana oyana kiana oyana siano tuiano oyana ayana kiana oyana siano tuiano oyana kiana oyana siano tuiano oyana iana kiana tiana suiano oyana kiana tuiano oyana kiana siano tuiano oyana kiana suiano tuiano oyana iana kiana siana tiana oyana kiana suiano tuiano oyana kiana ana iana kiana siano tuiano oyana kiana oyana ayana kiana tiana ana siana ana ayana kiana siana ana siana ana tuiano suiano tuiano oyana kiana ana kiana tuiano oyana iana siano tuiano oyana kiana suiano tuiano oyana iana kiana suiano tuiano oyana ana oyana ana. Starting to really feel that breaking up stuff. Excuse me. Oh, oyana kiana ana siano tuiano ana ayana siano tuiano oyana ana. Iana kiano suiano tuiana ana siano tuiano oyana ana iana kiana siana 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 ana Oyana kana siana tuyana. Oyana. 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 Tuyana. Oyana. Oyana siana tuyana. Koyana tiana suyana. Oyana kiana tuyana suyana tuyana. Oyana tana siana ana ana. Oyana tiana siana ana ana. Oyana tiana siana ana ana. Oyana tiana siana ana 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 siana ana. Iana kiana oyana. Iana kiana siana tiana ana ana ana. Oyana kiana tiana ana ana ana. Iana siana tiana ana ana. Iana siana tiana ana ana. Koana, koana, koana. Una siana yana no. Una siana yana no. Una siana yana no. Suyano, suyano. Ayana siano tuyano sui. 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 Iana kiano suiano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano oiana iana kiano suiano tuiano oiana kiano suiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiana Ayana siano tuiano kuiana ana ana ana. Okay, so they're talking about oyana kiana oyana. Ayana kiana oyana. It's like they're when we are firmly rooted and grounded in and connected to Mother Earth and all that is. Iana kiana siana tuiana oyana. It helps that that energy to flow so much better, right? Iana kiana sawiana tuiana oyana. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, siano tuiano oyana, iana kiano suiano oyana. And so that's why they're talking about how important it is to do the things that will help you ground, being outside in nature, exercising, eating right. Oyana kiana suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Even though you think it's just related to your root, but your throat chakra, it is also important about speaking your truth, helps you stay grounded in as well. Oyana, kiana, siano, tuiano, oyana. They are all connected. They are all connected back to the root, back to the root. So as we, if we are not taking care of these other centers, as we go as well, iana kiana siana tuiana oyana, by not speaking our truth, by not honoring who we are, our true selves, then it's like it's iana kiana suiana tuiana oyana. It not only affects the centers that we're not honoring, but it also affects the root. They're saying like it feels like it like loosens, like that. It's almost like iana kiana siana oyana. If you have a plant, a rose bush that it starts to get a disease or a fungus on top, then it will work its way and start working its way down into the roots and weakening the roots. That it's the same thing, and then vice versa. It's this system that helps each other out. It's like if you take care of the one, it's going to help the other. But if you ignore the one, it'll start affecting the other. Iana kiana siano tuiano oiana kana siano tuiano oiana kiana siano tuiano oiana iana siano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano kuiano tuiano oiana. So they're saying, like with going back to our cars where we all started from, iana kiano suiano tuiano oiana. With keeping balance of our emotions and of our thoughts and actions and everything, it really does come down. They're saying it really does come down to the root of the matter is taking care of you and honoring you and who you are in this moment. Truly seeing that, like truly seeing yourself, looking in the mirror and seeing who you are. And just loving that person, loving her so much, and honoring who she is and honoring her wants and her needs and not ignoring her wants and her needs. Looking in the mirror and not being like, not thinking 1 minute, I feel like my body is telling me to eat whatever it is, Brussels sprouts or broccoli or whatever it is, and then you end up turning around and going through the drive-through instead, and you're not honoring, because out of like, it's like every time that we choose these kind of moments, and they're just using this as an example, it could be, you can put this with anything, but they're saying that anytime we don't honor what we know our body is telling us, I need this for my well-being, and we choose something else, whether it's, my body needs water, I choose Coke, or I choose my body needs, my spirit needs quiet, but I choose to watch, or like I know that my spirit, I want to watch like a show, and I know my spirit wants this, but I choose this other one that I know is going to cause, it has just so much violence and stuff, and I know it's going to cause me issues and give me nightmares or something like that. So they're saying that this can play out in many different scenarios. They don't mean to make it just about diet, but diet is a really good key point whenever it does come to the root. That this is your vessel. This is your container, and it is our job to take care of our container, our vessel, our beautiful body that we've been given is our job to take care of her. And whenever we choose to ignore what is being screamed inside of us, I need this, but you end up choosing something else, and out of, it doesn't matter. It's so much easier, or like nobody cares, or nobody, when you turn to the negative and saying, you choosing something because out of, and they're saying, they're not saying that you can't ever have like a fun junk food, like you're going on a trip and you're eating like, you're on a trip and you end up going through a drive-through, whatever, and you're like, oh, this is so good, and doing that. That's different. They're not talking about that. They're saying whenever you're saying your body and your spirit is saying, we should really eat. You have this option in front of you. We should really eat this good green stuff. Like, my body's craving green. Let's eat the green. But then you turn in a negative notion and say, what does it matter? I'm already overweight. I'm already sick, or I'm already not pretty, or something, whatever it is. And you turn that positive moment of being able to give your body the nourishment that it needs, and showing your body and yourself love, and then turning it negative and eating that food that if you have just you're ingesting negativity because you just covered it, whatever it was, in negativity. My body is already diseased. I might as well eat some more disease, if that makes sense. Instead of choosing health, you're choosing it's almost like self-hate or dislike, at the least. And so they're just saying that these things, anytime we choose an action out of self almost loathing, or self dislike, or dissatisfaction, and or just out of or to please other people other than ourselves. We really want this thing, but we'd go with this thing because it'll make everybody else happy, but it's not going to make me happy. I know it's not going to make me happy, but I'm going ahead and choose it because it'll make everybody else happy. It's those kinds of situations that affect our being grounded and feeling, because being grounded, it helps us feel safe in our bodies. It helps us feel safe and secure and held, like held in this container of safety. And whenever every time we choose something that is denying ourselves that, it rocks our whole world, our energetic world. It just throws it off balance. So to nurture this root, to nurture that iana siano tuiano kuiana siano oyana, so that iana kiana oyana. So you can almost, okay, so they're saying, okay, I was trying to figure out where they're going with this. Hang on. Because they keep showing like the heart and red and the root. And they're saying, so red, you can put the color red with your root in nurturing that root chakra, nurturing your groundedness, nurturing that solidity of the of feeling whole and held and safe in your container. You can put those two things together by with love. Red is associated with heart, with love, all of that. It could be hallmarky, but they're saying use that to associate, to remember in your daily practices, in your daily habits, in your daily routines, to love on you, to balance your root, to nurture your root, to nurture your safety, to nurture your vessel, to nurture you. Loving on you will help you hold your whole container in this beautiful love and light. Iana kiana oyana siana oyana. So showing yourself love in all the different ways, whether it's iana kiana oyana siana oyana, not giving into laziness to get up to brush your teeth before bed, to be able to say, no, I don't want to go there whenever it's some place that you don't want to go to, honoring your thoughts and feelings and not just going with the flow whenever it doesn't feel good. I don't want to go be in that house with those people that make me feel like crap. I don't want that. Don't just go because everybody else is going. Honor yourself. Let everybody else go and you sit home and you munch on popcorn and watch a movie or something. Do whatever it is. Go play in the garden or something. Have some alone time and nurture that. Nurture you by saying no when you really mean no. Don't say yes when you really mean no. These are different ways that we can help nurture this root. And then they're saying about the seeing red. Oh, the seeing red and the aura. Ana siana tiana suiana oyana. That's like that. It is not about seeing red. Iana kiana suiana oyana. It's about seeing passion and truth. Oh, it's the truth. It's like it's on fire. It's like that truth is on fire. That passion is coming alive, awakening. You are honoring you. So maybe it is anger in that moment, but maybe it's anger out of your holding on to your truth. Maybe that fire is lighting up and turning your aura red. Maybe it has nothing to do with just being an angry person or being mad about for no reason. Like it's not turning things ugly is not what we are about. And we need to remember that. There's so many different things happening right now that are trying to turn each other, even in these spaces, where it's turning ugly towards each other. Pointing fingers, at other practitioners and healers and questioning their motives or their or their qualifications. It's judging, like it's there's this seed of judgment coming through these sacred spaces and these safe spaces, and turning each other towards each other. And we just need to remember, those witch trials. We just need to remember what we learned in history in the witch womb that we have been working so hard to heal, to not fall into that. Don't be the one pointing fingers at other practitioners, other healers, other women that are trying to heal, not judging how they're healing, not judging how they are helping to heal others. Oyana siano tuiana, kiana siano tuiano oiana, iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. And they're pointing their fingers at me now too, because I have fallen into this. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, kiana siano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Because there's been like a wave talking about pricing and people pricing for a certain group. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, pricing so high that it kind of eliminates these other groups. And so I have even spoken out about that as well, but they are saying just be careful, be careful, be careful. And how we need to do these things. We can honor our truth by pricing within our truth. We don't have to point fingers at other people's pricing. Let them live their truth and figure it out on their own in their own way. If they want to target certain groups, let them. They need healing too. So if you want to target these other groups over here, then you go for them. If you want to be their space and be available for them, then do that without pointing fingers over here, and vice versa. Don't we need to stop with the finger pointing. We need to stop with the blame and shame. We need to stop let our fires be of love and truth and honoring ourselves and each other. Let the fire, the flames within be of honor and truth and love and light, and not of spite, not of blame and shame, no finger pointing here and there. You are this kind of person, you should not be practicing this. You are this kind of person, you should not be pricing like this. You are this kind of person, you should not be trying to heal like this or do whatever it is. They're like, keep your fingers in your pockets. No more finger pointing. No more spreading blame and shame. No more judging. There's so much judgment in this world. We don't need it in this container. Within this space of love and healing. And this is not saying, they are not saying to stay in ignorance. They are not saying to be like all love and light. Because they're like, if you've been around, you know that we deal with going deep and being honest and true. And dealing with falling in love with both sides of who we are. All sides of who we are. Because we are not just light and dark. We are not just light and dark. We are a full spectrum. We are the rainbow. Iana siano tuiano oyana, siano tuiano oyana, ayana siano tuiano oyana, iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana kana siano tuiano oyana. And then it is time for us to keep our eyes on learning to truly love and appreciate all the colors of our spectrum. Iana siana tuiana oyana, and iana kiana suiana tuiana oyana. And learning how to delve deep into our own well, digging deep into our own well, figuring out where we need to adjust and learn and heal. Why are we pointing fingers over here? Why are we judging over there? What is it within us that makes us so triggering? Why does that trigger who I am by them being who they are? What is it about that triggers me? Why am I offended by the way they look or sound or hear, smell, or whatever it is, or do their work, or how they are in this world? What is it about them and how they are in this world that affects me? It shouldn't, right? Unless they're coming right at me, Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Ana siano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. And they're saying too, they also know that there is a lot going on in this world, and this is different circumstances as far as like activism and seeking truth, and iana kiana suiana oyana, and fighting for the rights of others. That is a different category. That is not where they're going with this. They are not saying don't do that. There is always a place to take a stand for others. This is not that conversation. We are proud of those brothers and sisters that are taking a stand for others in activism and seeking truth. That is not this conversation. This conversation is about not repeating the witch trials of throwing your brothers and sisters under the bus. Well, they have no right to be a shaman, so let's throw them under the bus and put that out there. They have no right to be practicing Buddhism or whatever it is. Let's throw them under the bus. It's not a time to repeat old patterns. It's not a time to blame and shame for different things that is none of your business. If them practicing and they're not hurting anyone else and they are doing what they feel is right for them and their highest good, and maybe it probably is in some shape, form, or fashion, it is a part of their journey for a reason. Let them be. Keep your nose out of it. Keep your nose into digging into your cauldron and seeing what it is about them that's triggering, that's lighting your little fire of blame and shame and hate and all the things. And where do we need to address that? Where do we need to turn that flame of shame back into that flame of love and light, which burns so much brighter and longer and pure? So by honoring who we are, by honoring and allowing others to be who they are, no matter if we are in full agreement or not, that is what nurtures our root and holds us steady and firm. Because the more we can look at somebody else and be like, that's weird, but game on, you do you kind of thing. And because I am fully secure and happy with who I am, and you doing your thing, the way you're doing it poses no threat to me, because I am fully in love and fully rooted and fully contained within myself into a point of joy and happiness and love. And I am good. I don't need to disqualify you to requalify myself. Iana kiana suyana oyana. I am doing all that on my own. Iana kiano suyano tuyana oyana. The more we become sure in who we are, fall in love with who we are, take care of and nurture who we are, love every piece and part of us, all the wrinkles, all the nooks and crannies, the more we nurture our own journey and our own path and heal and heal and heal down to the depths of our cauldrons. That is what will stoke the flames of our root and be able to connect it all to all of those centers above it. Lighting them all up. It's like if that root fire is lit up nice and stoked, it helps each and every one of the ones above it burn brighter. Oyana, siana, tiana, kiana, siana, tiana. Ayana, siana, toyana, koyana, siana, tiana, ana. Ayana, siana, tiana, oyana. And your whole being will burn brighter. Oyana, kana, siana, toyana, oyana, kiana, oyana. Ayana, siana, toyana, oyana. Ayana, siana, toyana, oyana. So seek your own truth instead of validating yourself by unvalidating, whatever that word is, of others. Seek your own truth. Hold true to that, to honor that by taking care of yourself, saying no whenever you're feeling no, saying yes when you really want to say yes. You want to have that. You go out, say you're out on a trip, and you do normally eat the rainbow, and you're really good, and you are like at the special event and you want the slice of cheesecake. You really want it, but you don't honor that because even though your spirit's saying, go girl, you got this, you can have that slice of cheesecake, this one time's not going to hurt you, you're having a good time, but you don't honor it. You say no even though you're feeling a big hard yes. And then you're sad about it. You feel like you're depressed because you feel like you didn't deserve that cheesecake. So see, it's like both. They're not saying. So again, that's why they hate to use it's like that. It's like a tricky situation using diet as an example, a tool here, part of that, because they don't want you to get the idea of saying you're never allowed to have the sweet stuff or you're never allowed to have the not so great stuff. It's all about balance in that too. You can do, like, if you're just like, you are rocking it and you're listening to your higher self on that, the diet train there, you're like, and when I say diet, I'm not saying diet in the form of lack of like restricting calories and I'm on a diet to lose weight kind of thing. I'm talking about, when I say diet, I'm talking about the word that means everything that you intake. So whenever you're rocking your diet and as far as like you've been feeling like you're supposed to eat more like greens this day, and then but this other day you're craving oranges. So you were doing that. You've been juicing and eating fresh food straight from the earth kind of thing. But then you go wherever and you're like, oh, but I feel like I'm supposed to have that piece. The chocolate is calling my name. Have the chocolate. If this feels good and right to your soul, have the fucking chocolate, right? So it's that. It's like listening. It's listening. Do I want to buy this handbag, or am I buying it because I'm sad or mad or whatever it is? So I'm buying it out of spite. I'm spending money because it makes me feel good, kind of thing. Then that's not the right time to buy that, right? Because it's not coming from that good space. That's not honoring you and your root. So you put the handbag back and say, okay, sorry, roots, another day. That's not honoring who I am. But if you're buying the handbag and you feel good about the handbag, even though it's a little bit more than you would normally spend, because you're like, you know what, I earned this. It feels good and right. I need it. I haven't bought one in forever. This feels good and right. I feel like I'm supposed to get this bag. This bag is calling. I feel like I'm supposed to get it. It's not going to send our whole family into debt, and we're not going to be out on the street because I buy it. And I earned this baby, and I feel like I'm supposed to get it. And that feels good and right to your soul. Then get the handbag. So it's those kinds of things. Listening, being connected. All right. So I know we've been going on for a while, but they're just really, really, really wanted to root in, ground it, send it home, about how balancing that root, really rooting in, honoring who you are, your whole system, energetic, physical, mental, emotional. It honors the whole by honoring that one part, and then vice versa, if that makes sense. It helps to balance your emotions and your thoughts and all the things by just being a good person to yourself and to others. So they're like, just don't be an asshole to yourself or others, and you'll be good. You'll really help work on your root by not being an asshole. So there you go. Thank you. So they want to do just one last little whoosh of, I don't know what that means, but okay. Iana siano tuiano kuyana siano tuiano oyana kiano oyana siano tuiano oyana kana siana tiana oyana iana kana siana tiana ana siano oyana kiano oyana ayana kana siano oyana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Iana kana siana tuiano oyana. Thank you. Oyana siano tuiano oyana. Oh, I hope that was still going. Was it blurry? Okay, I'll check it before I upload it, but hopefully it was still going and I wasn't blurry the whole time. I didn't realize it had everything gone to sleep. But okay, so oyana siano tuyano oyana kiano oyana siano tuyano oyana ayana siano tuyano oyana. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, oyana kiano oyana, for being on this journey with me, for working on your heart as I work on mine. May we all continue to learn, grow, and heal together. And that it's not always easy. It's not. Sometimes it is easy to lean into past habits and judgments and all the things of ourselves and others. But it's so important to... they're saying, like, back up, rephrase. The important thing is that we are learning, and that we are growing, and that we are healing, and that so even when we do make mistakes, we recognize them and we learn from them, and we do better next time. So, all right, thank you so much. And okay, so they we're going to do one thing, because I just asked them about, because part of the red aura thing is practicing to see it. So they're going to do this one thing that may help us in that. It's just a quick activation, they're saying. So they want you to do as I do with this. Put your fingers over your third eye, and then put your other hand camera thing out to me. Like you're gonna do hand to hand. Let me do it this way. That feels better. Hand to hand, and then it's like we're putting our hands palms together. So they're doing like a little blessing / activation kind of thing. All right. Oyana siano tuyana, iana kuyano suviana tiana. Oyana siano tuyana, oyana kiana siano tuyana. Oyana siano tuyano kuyana. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano tuyana. Ana kiano tuyano tuyana ana ana. Siano tuyano kuyano suviano ana. Iana tiano kuyano suviano tuyana. Iana kiano suviano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano suviano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano suviano tuiano oyana. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. I'd be interested to see if you saw anything during that. I could, like, I was seeing this this little phoenix right here, just like on fire, just coming, like a rebirthing, like kind of thing, like a, and it's just kind of burning away, like Iana kiano suviano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiano suviano oyana kiano suviano tuiano oyana. Sorry. Iana kiano siano tuiano oyana. Ah, blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Like the pineal gland, like helping like cleanse and clear that as well. Iana kiana siana tuiana oyana, like burning away, burning away, burning away. Iana kiana oyana, things that anything that would be blocking us from being able to see. Iana siano tuiano koyana. Ayana siana oyana. So this was a loaded card, daily card, right? I loved it though. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do hope that this was as helpful to you as it was for me, and I hope you're able to see most of it. I don't know if it, and then, or at least hear through any blurry parts if it went to sleep. But hope you have an amazing day.